the Forex kickoff session here on a beautiful Monday morning. Well, I guess a lot of rain is important, right? And we need that rain. So we get a lot of rain today here in Florida. So good to see everyone in the room right there. We're getting people slowly moving into the room. And I want to go ahead and get started this morning as we go ahead and address the market setups. Firstly, number one, we're going to go ahead and take a look at trading opportunities that's taking place right now. So for this week's of trading, let's take a look. We've had a very slow week, actually a very slow month of trading in August. And as we now head into the end of the week, we've got a lot of fundamentals coming up this week. We'll take a look at those fundamentals as well, see what's going to move the market, and address any sort of new opportunities taking place today, or at least for this week. Let's go ahead and do that right after this. Alrighty, traders, welcome back from the break. Let's go ahead and take a, not really a break, but in any case, welcome back, and let's go ahead and take a look and see what the markets are doing this morning. Trust everyone had a great weekend. I'm actually suffering very badly today. I've got extremely sore legs. My back is sore. I actually took on a project this weekend, and we did some flooring on Saturday and Sunday. And I'm telling you right now, I have the utmost respect for those that do flooring and put in whatever, if it's laminated flooring, tiles, whatever it is absolutely, you have my respect because it is tough. It is really tough. Man, about 3 hours in, I was done. I was telling my wife, what was I thinking? It's crazy. But in any case, we managed to get it done over the weekend. We still got some finishing off finish off touches that need to be done. But other than that, most of the work has been done. Let's go take a look and see what's going on right now in the marketplace as we go ahead and address the setups. Let's jump into trading opportunity. Let me go ahead. I just realized I haven't got my chat open here. Let me go ahead and get the chat open so I can go ahead and take a look at. All right. Okay, good stuff. Got the chat open right here, and let me go ahead and make sure to go ahead and address that. All right, good stuff. Chat. Let's go. There we go. All right, good stuff. Ollie's in the house. Good morning, Ollie. We got Carol in the house. Good morning, Carol. Jason, Ed, good morning to you guys. I take it she's finishing up for you. I hope so. She better do. Now, Carol says, dollar index, can we review, please? Absolutely, Carol, no problem. We can go ahead and do that. In fact, let's go ahead and take a look at the news first. Take a look at the news for this week. We've got cash rate coming up early morning tomorrow morning. That's for the Aussies. We know that we've been looking out for this. We know that they're not going to change the rate. The rate will stay unchanged. The one thing that we need to look out for, what is that? The one thing we need to look out for, obviously, is a decision around whether or not this comes out in the statement that they are going to, or they're not going to move into negative rates. If they say that negative rate is not an option for them, this may put some pressure on the dollar, on the Aussie dollar, which means that we could see some downside move in the Aussie dollar. That's what I'm expecting right here. I'm expecting a downside move in Aussie dollar after the rate decision. Again, rates will stay unchanged, but again, it's the verbiage and the conversation that happens in the statement and the things that they say, which I'm going to be looking out for, is are they going to say it is not an option with regards to dropping the rates, also not dropping the rates, but moving the rates into a negative level. So we're going to go ahead and see what that plays out. We've got the statement taking place at the same time. So we have the rate decision, we have the statement coming out at the same time. We've got ISM numbers coming out for the US. We've got GDP. That's also going to be something that it's going to be important to look out for. That'll be coming out the evening of the 1st. So we'll check out that. Obviously, ADP numbers are going to be a leading indicator as to what goes on with the marketplace. We already know that the Feds have gone ahead and laid the framework for the monetary policy, and it seems like we will continue to be neutral on the policy, no changes to that, but they're definitely going to go ahead and make sure that if it is necessary, they will take action. So we know that the Feds will take action, but it doesn't look like we're going to move anywhere where we're at right now, unless, of course, jobs, the employment doesn't change. So if we look at the employment rate, the unemployment rate, we look at the non-farm employment change. Those are the things. So the jobs, very important as we start moving into recovery. Obviously, the big thing that is very important right now is that we do see an uptick in jobs, and I think we're going to report Friday that we are going to see a lot more jobs being created over the last month. So we definitely see jobs increasing. The Feds will be looking at that. Also, the Feds will also be looking at the unemployment rate, and that should be ticking down as well. We're expecting that to tick down from the previous 10.2% down to about 9.8%. So they should see a reduction in that as well. The biggest concern, of course, the COVID-19 second wave. Will that create a bigger problem as we start opening up the country at a slower pace than what we're hoping for? But we're also opening up. There's a lot of things that are opening up, but are we expecting a second wave? And that is the biggest problem right there. So let's go ahead and take a look. And by the way, traders, obviously the election is the U.S. election is definitely playing a big role as well into the marketplace. We are seeing markets reacting accordingly. We've got, of course, Brexit. We've got about 2 weeks left before they can save the Brexit vote, or at least decision. We're going to go ahead and look at that as well. So that's definitely going to affect the pound. We'll talk about that more over the next week or so. I'm not going to go ahead and address it right now, but definitely Brexit is definitely going to be on the watch list as to what goes down in the UK. So let's go ahead and take a look at there's the non-farm payrolls. We got that this week. We also got, of course, the unemployment rate and unemployment employment rate, unemployment rate. Man, I'm struggling. I am really struggling today. I am in such pain right now. I can hardly stand. But yeah, I'm struggling today. You know what? I haven't had a weekend, so maybe today and Tuesday is my weekend. So this is I'm on weekend time, right? Yeah, I am struggling today. But let's go ahead and continue. So yes, employment change, unemployment rate for the Canadians coming out as well this week as well. So we'll check that out on Friday, see what happens to the marketplace. Let's go ahead and take a look at a dollar index. We'll shoot a dollar index first and take a look at what dollar index looks like this week. All right, so dollar index, we're expecting an uptick in dollar index, and we're expecting gold to fall. That's my anticipation. Dollar rally, gold up. But I don't think gold's going to break below 1900. So I think between 2000 and 1900, we'll probably see gold hold up in those areas. But I'm definitely expecting some upside rally in dollar index. And we had a challenge. One of my students in my trading room had a challenge right here. And he said that price is going to drop down to 11,870. It came shy of that, actually in between. So right now, we're both being right. But I'm expecting, well, then again, I did say expecting price to remain above that. So Brian's actually more in line with what's happening in the market than I am. But needless be the decision right here. We're definitely looking for price to go ahead and move back up again. So absolutely expecting price to go back up. Not happening yet. We should get back above 11,950. And when we do, I'll be looking for price to work its way all the way up towards the top. So dollar index still is fighting that support right here. And we're looking for it to go ahead and continue to move back up. Not happening yet, but we'll keep an eye open for that. All right, now, for the week's decisions, let's go take a look and see what's happening here. As you can see, last week was not a big week. Not a lot of things happening last week. Didn't carry over any trades, really. This is where we are this week. So let's go ahead and clear up, and let's go ahead and take a look. I'm going to go ahead and mark them off as hits. I'll change you if they're unhit as we go through the setup. So let's go ahead and take a look. Starting off, Euro, Aussie dollar, trying to move to the upside, trying to see some sort of recovery in the Euro Aussie dollar. And let's see here. I believe we have not picked up. Let me zoom in a little closer up. From 8 o'clock, so the 7 o'clock close, looks like no price never moved into an oversold condition. Let me double check. Yeah. So we got an unhit target. So this will be ascending. We'll be setting up a pending order right here. So pending order. Look for a buy bullish alert right here. Nothing happening yet. Let's go take a look at the next setup. So hit target on Euro CAD. Let's go to the next one. Euro JPY. Euro JPY is a hit target as well. Man, this one's eating me up. It's putting me through a roller coaster ride right here. I'm trying to make decisions to take profit on this, and every time I go into profit, I think, it'll go a little bit more, and then it doesn't. So it is what it is. Let's go take a look at. Yes, Jason, that is right. There is a de-extension on the dollar index there at around about 11,870. Yep, that is right. That's actually what Brian's looking at. Let's go ahead and take a look at Euro New Zealand dollar. Euro New Zealand dollar right here. We have an unhit target. So Euro New Zealand dollar unhit target. Also looking for a bullish alert right here. Let's go to the next trading opportunity. Euro New Zealand dollar. Let's go to Euro Pound. Euro Pound has hit its target already. Let's go to Euro US dollar. Yeah, we're looking for a bearish alert on the Euro US dollar. So let's go unhit, which is a little different to the other euros. This is the only one that's looking for a sell-off back down south. The others are actually looking for a bullish alert. So a little different look on the dollar there against the euro. So let's take a look at the next one. This is Pound CAD. Pound CAD's hit already. Pound JPY. Pound JPY is looking for a bearish alert. So Pound JPY looking for a bearish alert. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at Pound JPY, Pound New Zealand dollar. A little different look this week. This one's looking for a Pound New Zealand dollar is looking for a bullish alert. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next. Pound Aussie. That's looking for a bullish alert as well. So we're starting to see a little bit of a pattern right here. Well, actually, no, I'm not seeing any pattern. My bad. Because some are bullish, some are bearish. And yeah, I'll be looking for pound to dip back down south. No, actually, my bad. Actually, I'm looking at pound Aussie to go north. Let me see here. Yeah, I'm looking for pound Aussie to actually go ahead and head north. So this is actually, I believe this is going to be a fake breakout. I'm going to see tonight with the Aussie data. If Aussie is weak, then we should see this rally up to about 88.54. I'm hoping that I got this one right. We'll have to wait and see. Let's go to pound US dollar. Pound US dollar is looking for a bearish alert. And you can see right here that see how different the look looks like this week. It's a little confusing, right? Yeah, we've got the euro that's looking for a bearish alert compared to the other two. And then we've got the pound JPY and the pound US dollar, both looking for bearish sell-off, which means they've been extremely strong. And it does come from last week's trading. Last week's trading with obviously the Fed meeting in Jackson Hole. We've seen that we're getting a very weak move in JPY and a very strong move in, or at least weak move in the US dollar as well. So both of them actually, JPY weakness, US dollar weakness. Those are the two that's going to be affected the most when it comes to safe haven move, money flow. So we've seen definitely those two currencies, JPY and US dollar, making its move last week with the meetings with the central banks. Let's go to Aussie JPY. Take a look at Aussie JPY. Arthur, good morning, Arthur. Good morning, Arthur. Says, it seems like I'm always missing you. I don't know why you're missing me, Arthur. All right. We broadcast between 9 and 9:30. So anytime between that, we normally broadcast here on a Monday and a Friday. So check it out, Arthur. Monday and a Friday. Make sure that you subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you have. But also make sure that you have the bell button. For those that don't know, you make sure you got the bell button checked off. If you don't have the bell button checked off, you're probably not going to get notifications, all right? Make sure you go ahead and get that done. All right, here we go. Aussie JPY, we're looking for a bearish alert. We haven't got there yet. So Aussie JPY, looks like a more interesting week this week compared to the last week. So we're getting some trading opportunities this week. Hopefully we get in on these trades. Let's take a look at the next one. Aussie New Zealand dollar. That's a hit target. Aussie CAD. That's a hit target. Oh, my bad. No, it is not. Okay, so that's looking for a bearish alert on Aussie CAD. Then we got Aussie US dollar right here. Let's take a look at Aussie US dollar. Sure, Bill, no problem. All right, so it looks like we actually got in here. This was a trade around about 9 o'clock. The 9 o'clock close at 73.70. We sell in Aussie US dollar. 73.70. All right, so we have a trade that's active. One trade that's active so far this week. 73.70 on Aussie US dollar. Let's go to New Zealand CAD. Looking for a bearish target right here, bearish alert on New Zealand CAD. Let's go to US dollar. Canadian US dollar right here. And that's looking for a bullish alert. We've got a lot of missed targets on the top right here. That looking for some rally in the dollar and some downside move in US oil. We actually haven't taken a look at US oil, but I'm going to go ahead and chat about that as well. So this one right here, also only target, looking for a bullish alert right here. All right, well that pretty much wraps up the trading opportunities. Great, we're getting a bunch of trading opportunities that is setting up this week on the on our currency pairs that we're focusing on this week. But more importantly, traders, let's take a look at a couple of things here. Firstly, number one, make sure that you're in on Friday's session. I think we're going to spend a lot of time on Friday going ahead and evaluating the market to see exactly what we still need to go ahead and pay attention to. We're going to go into all trades that we're in, make decisions on that. I know that the New Zealand CAD has just missed its target. We may go ahead and start closing out on the New Zealand CAD from a previous target that I'm in. Maybe you're not in it, but I am. I'm bullish on the New Zealand CAD. I'm in 3 positions, and I'm in the money on both on all 3 of those positions. I did miss my target. We'll talk about that on Friday because I still see some upside rally on New Zealand CAD because I'm expecting the US oil to start slightly moving down, so pushing the New Zealand CAD a little bit bullish. I don't think everything comes down. Let's talk about US oil. Everything comes down to the demand right now. I know that the hurricane that we had over the last week has not really affected the oil production in the Gulf, and so that's good. Things are going to be back on track again. So things are going to be back on track, but the biggest thing right now is the demand. Is the demand there? Now, the question here is what we have to question is the recovery period that we're going through here in the US. How quickly does things get back to normal? And is the second wave going to create a bigger problem? Because if that is the case, and then we're back at home, working at home, doing all stuff at home, and there's not a lot of traveling going on, then the demand is going to be a lot less. So the oil price currently right now is still sitting there at around about that $43 a barrel. We haven't seen, if you go look at the chart right here, we haven't seen it break out of a range that we've been in for a while, a long time right here. Let's go to US oil there. So you can see there that it's still tied up inside this consolidation, inside this contraction box right here. And we're right at the top, which means that I'm expecting price to move down to around about $38 a barrel, and even possibly move down to about $26 in time if the demand continues to be the way it is. So things could definitely start. We should definitely start seeing some downside move, at least down to around about $38.40 to the barrel. So $38.40. We should be expecting price to move down there. We are hitting that resistance. We're not breaking through that. I should be seeing a downside move. We haven't broken out yet. And if we do break out, then obviously that's going to be a different ball game altogether. But this is where we are with with US oil. So once again, traders, make sure that you guys are in on Friday. We'll go ahead and chit chat. I'll probably start around about 9 o'clock because I've got a couple of things, a lot of commitments after that. So start at 9 o'clock, get into the details. Let's go ahead and find out what trades are still out there and lingering that we need to make decisions on, trading decisions. So with that being said, traders, have a fantastic week of trading, and I'll see everyone back again on Friday as we go ahead and review the trades that we have this week that are setting up and how it's played out, and of course trades that we are currently in that we need to start making decisions on. This is FX Big Dog wishing you peace, joy, and success in trading. Until next time, happy trading.